A very good afternoon to one and all. On behalf of Dr. D.Y. Patil Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences and Research, Pimpri, Pune, I, Ms. Anaga Godse, heartily welcome you all to this webinar on career opportunities for pharmacy graduates in competitive exams, jointly organized by DYP IPSR and the Unique Academy, Pune. For today's webinar, we are very much privileged to have with us Professor Pravin Buge sir, Career Counselor in Competitive Examinations at the Unique Academy, Pune. Now to proceed further towards the session, I request Dr. Tanaji Nangude sir to please introduce Pravin sir. Over to you, Tanaji sir.
Thank you, Ms. Anga. On behalf of Dr. D.Y. Patil Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences and Research, I welcome all the participants and I'm thankful to Professor Pravin Buge sir for his time. It is a good initiative in association with Unique Academy. As Unique Academy is already known for his guidance and his support to the student to develop the career in competitive exams. Here, today I am introducing Professor Pravin Buge sir. He is a well-known personality, not only to provide guidance in the competitive exams, also as one of the motivators, as a personality development trainer. So he is associated in multiple tasks to support the student in develop the personality, as well as he was associated with the international pharmaceutical industry as a marketing head. So he was associated with international marketing. That good thing to know that he's a pharma guy. He's completed his masters in pharmacy, as well as he completed his masters in business administration. One of another good news is that he is alumni of our institute only, and so he has taken special efforts and he is supporting us to guide our students to develop their career in competitive exams. And that's why we are associated with the Unique Academy. And he is also pursuing his doctorate. So he is continuously in teaching and learning, is involved in training, but associated with the teaching and learning as well, because he worked as a professor in reputed educational institutes. So the good personality we are having today to guide our students, as he is also many times he is on television to guide the students on these competitive exams, and today we are having with us live Professor Pravin Buge sir. So I welcome you sir, and I request you to proceed with the session.
Okay, should I continue sir? Hello? Hello.
Hello, sir. Please proceed with the sessions.
Yeah, I'm audible, everybody?
Yes, yes.
Yes. I welcome everybody. A special thanks to Ms. Anga and Ms. Professor Tanaji sir. And today's webinar, as you are aware about, today we're going to deal with the career opportunity for a pharmacy student in a competitive examination. I take this opportunity and extend my special thanks to my college. I'm alumni of this college. I entered in this college in the 1996, almost it is more than 25 years. I associated as a student, as a young farm students. Also, I work as a staff with all the senior teachers and more experienced teacher. And today, D.Y. Patil Unitech Societies, if you see, this Dr. D.Y. Patil Pharmaceutical Institution is accredited with the number of institutions. And as a student, you students should feel pride to be associated with such a national and international recognized association and institutions. I'm very proud to be, and special thanks given to the principal, Dr. Chitlange sir. He has provided me such opportunity to interact with such one of the renowned college from the Pune University. And definitely as a pharmacist, I feel it's my duty, it is my privilege to tell, to share, to discuss one totally different avenue with you people. Our next 1 hour session, you will going to enjoy it. You will understand number of things. You're going to have a number of ways where you can be explore your career. Definitely, my session will not be the monotonous. We're going to interact with you at the end of the session. Now, the biggest question in your mind will be, sir, what should be the agenda of today's seminar or the webinar? Now, there are the webinar agenda. Yeah, already you are in first year. There are a number of students in final year students also. There are some students from young farm also. Therefore, career, already you have chosen the career. It is by your parents, it is by your society, or it is by someone else. May I feel it is a compulsion. May I feel there are very few people choose as it is a choice. We're going to see what is the career apart from pharmacy. It should be our option. That is one thing. Then we're going to see about the competitive exam. Yes, pharmacy students have a competitive exam opportunity. If it is opportunity, what about the syllabus, sir? Whether the pharmacognosy, whether the physical pharmacy, pharmaceutical jurisprudence, medical chemistry, or whatever the subject is mentioned will be the part of a pharmacy. We're going to discuss one by one. At the same time, so what should be the difference between the graduation exam pattern, whether we have ATKT, what should be the marking system, what number of students are appearing such type of competition? Why to be the IAS officer, to be the IPS officer is considered as one of the India's toughest examination. Though the syllabus is comparatively very easy as compared with our hardest subject, like medicinal chemistry, like pharmacology, it is a subjective from everybody. Now, at the 1 hour session, my way to tell you, yes, what should be the strategy? What should be the strategy? 1 hour, half an hour, 2 hour, can we crack at the end of graduation or during the graduation, can this type of the competitive examination? And most importantly, sir, you are representing one institution, one renowned institution, which will be my mediator. If I have a thought that I would be the tomorrows, or I will be the tomorrows, what should be, who will be my mediator? My college, you, your institutions, or only myself? And definitely, this webinar, this is a terms come in Oxford Dictionary just rightly, just rightly. This is a pandemic, this is a corona, it is a creation. I feel it is a creation by the corona. That is one of the reasons you interact with your GPAT session, you interact with your day-to-day college session. At the same time, you and me are associated with this is one memorable. Therefore, I feel corona gives us opportunity. As a young generation, you should be look towards every negative aspect to find out what is a positive thing. If I feel corona gives the webinar the word, webinar the event, definitely I have to be the respect such type of the word. I have to be enjoy. Sir, how we can deal with the subject pandemic period. And lastly and most important, I expect you people from most of the question. Mr. Tanaji said, yes, sir, our students is very enthusiastic. They will have a number of questions. I feel you will going to fulfill. Now we're going to start this session. Now you see here a number of personalities there. You ask your mind, you ask your subconscious mind. Everybody in your life, in his life, in her life, want to be such type of the career where there is a dress. Because we Indian people have more respect for the dress. It may be the police dress. It may be the military dress. Yes, though it is subjective. Though some people, they want to be the cricketer, some people want to be a sports person, or precisely, there are some people, they want to be the celebrity. Apart from this one, there are the few people like us, I'm saying like us. We want to be the service, but we should understand our career will be in a service industry. It will be the beneficial of society, our nation. That is one of the reasons. Tomorrow, we will be the pharmacist, we will be in research and development. Tomorrow, we're going to associate with such type of the company. It will make a tremendous change for India's coming days, maybe in a health aspect, maybe in our social aspect also. That is one of the reasons some people choose doctors, some people choose the engineer, and we are choosing the pharmacist. Apart from this one, the same people say, sir, career for me, it is not that career. Career for me is art. I want to do service of art. I want to be in Lalita Academy. But my dear friend, if you ask, I ask the common question to everybody, including me, what you expect from a career. You'll have four common things. Even I have four common things. Even you will have four common things. Which will be the four common things? Yes, career for everybody, whether it is deeper from person to person. आपण मराठीमध्ये पु ल देशपांडे यांचं एकदम सुंदर पुस्तक आहे, व्यक्ती आणि वल्ली. It's going to change from person to person. But career for everybody, it should be such a way, it should give the recognition. It should be recognition. Yes, I am an ex-student of Dr. D.Y. Patil College. I am the person who make a society change. I should choose a career such type where there will be the recognition. At the same time, I expect the career should be the honor. Honor in terms of social honor, in terms of political honor, in terms of maybe spiritual honor, whatever you feel, it is again going to change. Career should be such a way, it should have respect, sir. Tomorrow, if I choose a career as a pharmacist, society should give me the respect. If I feel I want to be the scientist in R&D, maybe in America, maybe in the state, or maybe in Naipa, society, my people, my college should offer me respect. That is a career definition for me. But beyond that, मित्रांनो, या पलीकडे जर अजून एक गोष्ट मी नमूद केली नाही आणि ती करिअर जर कुठलं, हा जर प्रश्न मी तुम्हाला जर विचारला, तर तुम्ही करिअरचे अजून एक डेफिनेशन या ठिकाणी प्रत्येकाच्या मनात आहे, but nobody say. And the point is, career should give the money. Yes, money, but money should be the white money. Money should be the transparent money. We're going to choose such type. That is one of the reasons you and me choose the career. Now, before starting the career, I'm going to have an introduction with such a personality from among. Now, एक मुलाकात जरूरी है. If I say this word, you will be the confusion, sir. It is a 1 o'clock. Whether the session will be for competitive angle, whether the session will be from the modular angle. We are here to enjoy the session. एक मुलाकात जरूरी है. Can you recall the picture's name? If you recall the picture's name, write down the picture's name. It is your first taste of general knowledge. It is a first taste of around what happens, though it is from the Bollywood. Many of the students rightly and design, yes, sir, it is from Shipto. Now, today's Mulakat will be the personality among us. I will going to introduce this personality. This personality is Ansar Shah. Now, why I say this is a personality, he completed his all till 12th from Jalna district in Maharashtra, very small village like you and me. मला वाटतं अतिशय खेडे गावातून या विद्यार्थ्यांनी तुमच्या आणि माझ्यासारखं मराठी मीडियम मधून ग्रॅज्युएशन पूर्ण केलं. पुण्यामध्ये BA कंप्लीट केलं. At the age of 21 years, he got this post, India's most toughest post, highest post. Now, most important thing, everybody claiming, sir, to be in Pune, to be in Mumbai, to be in Delhi, to preparation of any kind of examination, it is a poor. So it is a poor thing. It is poor thing in the sense of it need money, and we are from the poor background. That's one thing I say. This is a personality from us. He is from also the poor family, but he never decorated. He never disclosed, I have this like you now. But he targeted during his graduation. Yes, I deserve for one of the challenging posts, and definitely he got this post at the year of 21st. If he did, maybe in your mind you have a thought, after the 4 years, society will be recognized in such a fashion to you. Now, for this person, it is his career. In the same fashion, that is one of the reasons you choose a pharmacy career. But it is my very friendly advice during the college. Many of the students, they are totally unaware about their goal in life, though we are in a pharmacy graduate. For us, it is my request during the college, during the 3rd year, 4th, even the 1st year, you try to first find out where is your interest. Whether really you want to be the pharmacist, whether really you want to be the marketing person. You take a views around your society. And if you say, yes, sir, maybe, sir, tomorrow I will become the administrative, maybe tomorrow I will be the more celebrity, then you have to explore yourself. If you want to be the competitive administrative, or you want to be the in R&D, whether you got the first class, whether you deserve to get the more than first distinction, If it's not there, you have to be strive to get essential qualification. And most important thing, if you design during the graduation your career goal, try to have a self-analysis. In the same aspect, today, you people and me people design as a pharmacy career. Again, as a pharmacist, as like you, I'm very proud to, I can say, decorate my graduation, my dear friends, as compared with the engineering, as compared with other people. During the quarantine period, we pharmacy is still blooming field. Imagine, ह्या कोरोनाच्या काळामध्ये फक्त दोन व्यवसाय खूप जोरात चालले. एक होता फार्मसीचा व्यवसाय आणि एक होता फार्मास्युटिकलच्या कंपनी. मला वाटतं या निगेटिव्ह थिंग्स मध्ये या जरी दोन गोष्टींकडे जरी पाहिलं, द फार्मसी हॅज अ ग्रेट करियर. Maybe you are a victim of your seniors, maybe you are a victim of society. Pharmacy has something, we don't have something. No, my dear friends. I am out of graduation, I am in other field. I know the possibilities of the career. Therefore, one thing in your mind, you should be clear. What you are the career you have chosen, it is the right career. You have to respect the career. You have to devote it till the 4 years to complete, to get the good mark in your pharmacy. Though your teachers and college guide you through the webinar, number of personality from a number of a field, maybe the industry, maybe the academics, maybe R&D research, you can go for academics. Maybe some people already design. Some people say, no, sir, I have my wholesaler. I will continue my father's business also. There are some people want to be the pharmaceutical analyst. Some people want to be associated with pharma company. We have a career aspect. But today, my main aim is I will going to guide you. This field is totally ignored by our education system. This is a government job. By understanding the pharmacy subject, can this knowledge will be useful to apply the government job? This will be the question in many of the students. Answer of this question is right. Your medicinal chemistry knowledge, your pharmacognosy knowledge, your physical pharmacy knowledge will be deserved for government job. If the knowledge, the subject will be in government job, why can't you go for the subject? There's definitely I will going to discuss about the pharmacy opportunity and what should be the regulatory affair that you know, drug inspector. This is a very common term we in pharmacists. At the same time, if you move forward, so what are the career opportunity? I classify my career opportunity into two parameters. Most of the students, they want to be the private sector. But private sector, we have the Baddi industry, we have the industry in Baddi, we have the industry, pharmaceutical industry in Gujarat, we have the most pharmaceutical industry in Gujarat. Most of the students opt to go for industry. But some people say, no, sir, we have business. I have attitude to convince the customer, to convince the client. I'm a businessman. I want to work with the business. Definitely, that is very important thing. But 4-year knowledge, if it is respected in a regular, what should be the job opportunity? In this case, we have the job opportunity, drug inspector. You drug inspector, what should be the qualification of drug inspector? Whether you have to be completed with young pharmacy, whether you have to complete with industry experience, what kind of industry you have to work out. I feel it is my duty as a senior to share with you. And this sharing, this info will guide you in coming career to how you can be changed, how you can be age your career. Now, the most important thing, most of the students, most of the coming, my slides will going to deliver you what about the UPSC, MPSC, the PSI. At the same time, how the syllabus of MPSC, UPSC will be the helpful to study, to understand the drug inspector examination in competitive ways. Today, definitely, I will deal with this subject, but at the end of my subject, I have the more pros, how you can be applied. Now, this is the pictures of Uri. Everybody know the story of Uri. The Uri, we take a revenge of our MULAKAT terrorist strike. And we are aware about the military assigned the plan. Military has a plan, and this plan is known as the Plan A. Military give the plan to the young commandos, as like young generation, you and me. You have to go Balakot, your job, your attention, you will be the winner by striking wholeheartedly our enemies. Military believe these people, yes, you are or you will be the 100% success. Military is more disciplined. Military is more organizing. Military is more planner than us, than civil people. Though military has a possibility, our plan A, there is a possibility of unsuccessness 0.01%. If this is unsuccessness, military design one more plan. And this one more plan is known as a plan B. My dear friends, your pharmacy as a career, it must be your plan A. Though I represent one organization, my job is not to tell, to take admission, to buy the purchase. It is my whole heart, bottom of my heart. You have to devote it. You should be deserved to get minimum first class in your pharmacy. But as like a military, if there are the chances, if you not get the career through the pharmacy, you have the plan B. And what should be the plan B? There may be the plan C also, there may be the plan D also. But as a military, in everybody's life, have a plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, but you should be understand which is will be your priority bar. Now in the same concept, today's plan B is your competitive exam. स्पर्धा परीक्षा असं म्हटलं जातं. फार्मसीमध्ये स्पर्धा परीक्षेसाठी काही नियोजन आहे का? आपल्याला परीक्षा देता येतात का? आणि त्या परीक्षा कशा पद्धतीने देता येतात? हाऊ यू गोइंग टू ट्रॅक आउट? आज माझा या ठिकाणचा डिस्कशन. Now, just I shared which type of competitive exam is there. These are the common competitive exam. Common in the sense, pharma graduate can give, engineering graduate can give, doctors can give, BA, BCom, whatever, even the Mukta Vidyapit, Yashwantrao Chauhan Mukta Vidyapit or Yugna student can appear these examinations. There is no restriction, only the pharmacy graduate. But there is one more exam is there, and that one more exam, and this exam is known as a pharma government job. And this pharma government job is not open for the common graduate people. It is open for only the pharma graduate. Therefore, you have to understand this thing that you are eligible, you're going to compete with the other competitor, other graduate, but in a pharma job, you're going to compete with only your friends. या ठिकाणी मी अगदी खूप छान लिहिलेला आहे. मराठी मला तर बहुतेकांना समजत असेल. Maybe most of the students understand the Marathi very well. The syllabus of this competitive examination is not the toughest one. Though this examination is considered as more challenging, more difficult examination, it is not due to the content of examination. It is due to the pattern. It is due to the expectation of UPSC and MPSC from a student. Make this examination not difficult, but more challenging. Therefore, those students design, yes, tomorrow I will going to have 10 to 15 hours per day after my graduation. Definitely, UPSC, MPSC, other examination board welcome such type of the students. Therefore, this side you have to first understand. If you want to be entered in this field, to appear for this examination, you should be the more committed, more committed. You should have today's plan that I will be go for hard work. My motto of this lecture to give or to share the PQ here. My first QP stands for the plan. At the end of the lecture, you design whether competitive examination will be your plan B. If 1% in your mind, if 1% student think or have a thought, yes, sir, this will be my plan. Only 1%. Maybe there are some people, they will have this thing after the 2 or 3 years also. Then you have to go for next P, and next P is a prepared, sir. What should be the strategy during the graduation, sir? How we can be prepared? Is there is a simple method, or is there is a skipping method? And if even the answer is this, right? Yes, sir, I have an ability to prepare. I prepare myself through your lecture, through your motivation. I will do for 10 to 15 hours study. Then you go for the third thing. And third thing is that during the graduation, you can be perform very well. And at the end, like Ansar said, you will be one of the recognized officer. That is my guarantee from my end. Believe on me. You can do it. We're going to follow 3 P's. One is a plan, next one is a prepare, next one is perform. You have to design. If in your mind, today, if you think, no, competitive examination is not for me, I have a great scope in R&D. My dear friends, my dear friend, never think about competitive examination. That is one of the things. मला वाटतं माझे मित्र अजूनही 25 वर्षानंतर 30 वर्षानंतर फार्मसी झाल्यानंतर अजूनही कॉम्पिटिटिव्ह एक्झामची तयारी करतात. मला वाटतं 30 आणि 35 वर्ष या काळामध्ये परत 1857चा इतिहासाचा अभ्यास करणं इट्स बिकम डिफिकल्ट. नाउ 3 प्लॅन्स ग्रॅज्युएशन मध्येच डिझाईन करा आणि जर तुमचं उत्तर 1 जर असेल तर डेफिनेटली यू कॅन बी मूव्ह फॉर दिस प्लॅन. नाउ विल गोइंग टू अंडरस्टँड दिस एक्झामिनेशन. ही एक्झामिनेशन जर तुम्हाला जर अंडरस्टँड झाली तर मे बी यू कॅन बी इम्प्रूव्ह युअर पर्सनॅलिटी. First thing you have to understand where the IAS and IPS adhikari, what is the duty of this one? We the people of India elect the MP in parliament. याला आपण खासदार असं म्हटलं जातं. We the people of Maharashtra elect the MLA. त्यालाच आपण आमदार असंच म्हटलं जातं. As a democratic country, this group of the people that design the policy, they make a law. And whatever the law they mention, they made it. It is a job of a government servant to implement the job. If it is related with the pharmacy, definitely drug inspector will going to scrutinize it. If it is related with the civil thing, definitely IAS, IPS, this other authority will going to check out it. They will going to scrutinize this thing. Here we have to understand or take away point from this point is, you will going to work as a government servant through the MPSC and UPSC. One thing, if in your mind, even you have a doubt that I will be the boss in my government servant, forget about this thing. UPSC and MPSC expect, or they will going to recruit such type of the person who has developed, who have been developing service attitude to their society, service attitude to their nation. Therefore, my dear friends, before starting the preparation of this examination, ask the one question to your mind. You are entering competitive examination maybe in coming days, either your choice, either compulsion, or for the service. If your answer, yes, I want to do service on my nation, definitely. This attitude you have to be developed and you will be the most welcome. The next things about this way, you will going to work as a government servant, sir. Now, my question, I written is benefits of a government job. Whether private is good or the public is good. My dear friends, this is a very stupid question. This is a very illogical question. We cannot compare private and the public job on the basis of a payment, on the basis of the facility, on the basis of the exposure, both the has given. Every job has pros and cons. But if you ask me the question at the age of 40 years, sir, can you go for private job or public job? UPSC and MPSC say, my dear, you don't have this option. This avenue is totally closed for the people who are at the age of the 40 years, but young generation as like you are opening both the field. If both the fields are open, private and government job, definitely salary is good. Even the private company has good salary, private company has good salary, but this is the most important issue. During the corona, everybody understand, everybody able to see around whose payment is going on, whose payment is does not going to reduce. And you see the job security tell is given by the government. That is one of the major things. Other facility may be this one. Therefore, it is my kind request, everybody. I don't have options right now. I don't have options to go for the public service or prepare for the public service. I have only options to go for the private one, but you people have both the options. Therefore, you choose yourself. You can go for both the options also. Now, this next thing about this way, sir, why this examination become a toughest one? Those you describe the syllabus or the content of the syllabus is not greater than the 10th standard. History is there already. We study the history. We know the world history. We know the geography. We know the economics. We know environment. We are daily reading, sir, current news with Hindu and other newspaper. How the examination become difficult? Examination is not difficult due to its content. Examination become challenging. Again, I use the word challenging due to the nature and the pattern of examination. Yes, we have these three patterns. The pre-stage is there, main examination is there, and we as a pharmacist through the Pune University or number of university, we are very familiar with the one word, and most of the students like this word, ATKT. ATKT allow to keep the terms. Competitive examination does not have such a facility. Now, I will going to give a very simple example. If you're taking out the concern of this team, here we're going to understand. Imagine this year there are only the 500 vacancies. Maybe it is MPSC, maybe it is UPSC. Now 500 vacancy, to apply 500 vacancy, there are more than 5 lakh students online. And though it is a preliminary examination, is a qualifying examination, examination is conducted through the pre-way or the very simple way, or I can say very expansive way. Now later on, up to the 5 lakh students for the main examination, can you imagine how many number of students is selected? Only 5,000. Remaining 4,95,000. It is given the golden handshake by UPSC and MPSC. You are good, but you are not eligible. You are not worthy to appear for the main examination. And these 5,000 students, again, they will have an examination. And after the result, they will going to appear for interview. And this is the interview is really very tough person. They know each hook and corner of a society. Again, they will be interviewed by the board. And this remaining 1,000 person, they will going to have a golden handshake. That is one of the things the people, eligibility of this examination, you can be start at the age of 20 years or you can be go for till the age of 35. In case of MPSC, you're going to see 38 years. Means final year B.Pharm students can appear for this examination. 35 years, the person who are working in a Baddi, even he can go for this examination. My dear friend, this makes this examination not syllabus wise tough, but become more challenging. And I know, I believe, if you people can crack, you people can deal with the medicinal chemistry, pharmacology, cognosy, physical pharmacy very fluently. I know it because I was a student. I was in your same board. Even today, I am in your same board. The syllabus is very scientific way. It is very technical way. Therefore, I'm not giving the fear. I'm saying the examination content is easy, but to crack this examination, we need some strategy. And if strategy, if you understand the competition, then it becomes very easy. Sir, we should get the MPharm, or you should be thorough with the GPAT for a competitive examination. No, my dear friends, plain graduation. In plain graduation, we need 60% marks. No, dear friends, we don't need the 60% mark. If don't need the 60% mark, should we go for plainly with graduation? No, my dear friends. Your graduations, your pharmacy, your bread and butter, it is your professional life. You cannot ignore, my dear friend. Try to deserve, try to strive for minimum first class marks, though it is not required. Your finalist students can appear, and definitely up to the some age limit, you can be appear for this examination. What should be the age limit? I mentioned those students want to be in a Kendra Sarkar or center, they can appear for the UPSC examination. Those students want to be the part of a Maharashtra government, they can go for the MPSC. Now see the age limit from the open category. We cannot deny the category wise reservation. It is not my job and your job. We have to agree with the government policy. But for technical purpose, we have to understand these examinations for UPSC allowed maximum 32 years. In case of MPSC, they allow the open category 38 years. In life, almost average life of Indian people is 60 years. And 60 years, this examination gives the opportunity till the 35 years. But my very frank request and suggestion is there. You try your best before the 30 years, you completed your competitive examination syllabus. Though this board allow you can be go for 32 years, 38 years, but it's my suggestion. After the graduation, 1 year, your time investment is more sufficient for this examination. Later on, you can move with your plan A. And per hour, you can go for 1 hour, you can crack. There are a number of example. Some persons are working as a teacher and he got the post as deputy collector in Maharashtra also and in Indian levels also. Therefore, number of example are there. During their plan A, they achieve this post. I believe people should be prepared in such directions. Now, next way classification is there. This is madam is working as IAS. I just take a photographs to get inspiration from such type of the people. During the corona, you know how Tahsildar, how the BDO, how the PSI, they implement their authority, how they get the respect for their work, how they get the honor for their work. If they get the honor, definitely, even pharmacists get the honor. I can't deny. Definitely, again, it is subjective. But here we have to understand, UPSC is a board, it takes number of examination. One examination is known as the civil services examination. This is simple. It takes the ND and other examination, but main concentration is on the civil services examination. But this is almost 25 class A post, 25 plus class a post will be recruited by the UPSC. But we as a people, we know the first one, IAS, that is collector. At the same time, we are very well aware about the IPS through the web series or through the crime patrols. Number of things we know how they define their authorities. At the same time, nowadays, one Indian revenue service is there. But now trend is most of the people after achievement of IAS post, they design, they feel they are worthy to go for Indian foreign services. They want to be the ambassador in America. They want to be the ambassador in England, or they want to represent their country. Now, as a democratic country, ambassadors are playing very important role. My dear friends, yes, you can be designed. Though there are the 25 forces there, but you can be strive for first time, which is such type of achievement is there. Now, next things about this way, MPSC जसं मेन्शन केलं, महाराष्ट्रासाठी तुम्ही काम करत असाल तर डेफिनेटली तुमचं मराठी भाषेवर कमांड असलं पाहिजे. आज 10वी पर्यंतचा जो आपण मराठीचा पेपर देतो, जो आपण इंग्लिशचा पेपर देतो, तोच पेपर, तोच सिलेबस, तिथेही निबंध आहे, तिथे सारांश आहे, तिथेही ग्रामर आहे, इथेही ग्रामर आहे. पण डेफिनेटली 10 students quality and the graduation student quality will be the check here, and it is expected more groomed well. त्यामुळे ज्याला महाराष्ट्रामध्ये काम करायचं त्याने ही प्रिपेअर करा. पण डेफिनेटली द सिलेबस ऑफ UPSC आणि MPSC लिटल बट लाईकली सेम. त्यामुळे टार्गेट करत असताना UPSC करा, हे करत असताना MPSC at the same time is more challenging. At the same time, it is very easy to understand because already we completed the syllabus through the CBSE board, even the state boards also. ही ठिकाण आपल्याला या ठिकाणी नेक्स्ट मेन्शन करणं गरजेचं आहे. Now, most of the students, they have the myth about the government services and government servant. And चुकीचं काही नाहीये. आपल्या समाजामध्ये असे काही गव्हर्नमेंट सर्वंट दिसतात की आपण मे बी थ्रू नंबर ऑफ पीपल हॅव सच टाइप ऑफ एक्सपिरियन्स. दे फील द एक्झामिनेशन need to give some money to bribery, or timetable is not regular and everything. They have always a negative aspect. My dear friends, it is my observation last 20 years, MPSC and UPSC, they are very transparent. They are very clear-cut bodies recruit the future more positive authority. Therefore, forget about the myth. मला वाटतं मागील 50 वर्षांमध्ये फक्त MPSC आणि UPSC ची एक्झाम ही एक्सटेंड झालेली आहे, पण एक्झाम कधी कॅन्सल झाली नाही. There is always vacancy. Even the UPSC, every year you're going to have 1,000 vacancy. Even MPSC is going to have a vacancy between the 500 to 1,000. In case of a bank, we have vacancy more than the 10,000. There is no issue of a vacancy, but they need the people who are the worthy. Now, these slides give the myth, or you should be the pre-op myth. It is a transparent body. Like Ansar said, without, like he achieved the success, even you can be achieve the success. This is a transparent body. You believe on it. You have to be believing this. Now, if I ask the question, who are a patriotic person, who are have ability of legal and rational action, who are the hard work and committed person? If I ask the question, who think out of the box, you think out of your day-to-day life, and who are the transparent entity? Everybody will going to say, including me, sir, I am a patriotic person. I am a hard work person. That is the reason I got the first class. That is the reason I use my college platform very lengthy and fancy way. UPSC asks the same question. MPSC asks the same question to young generation. They want to choose the people who are patriotic. They want to choose the people who will be the government servant, who will going to follow the government rules and regulations, what the government expects. They will going to choose the people who will not going to take the bribery from pharmacy graduate, from engineering graduate, from BA graduate and BCom graduate. But everybody says, sir, I have this quality, I have this attitude. But this board says, we have to check your attitude. In order to check your attitude, design the pattern. And this designation, if you understand it, it becomes very easy to understand how to crack this examination. Now, this pattern is examination pattern is, this is a common examination. We have a 3-stage. Just this first stage is an entry point, this is in the main examination. But your final entry, your final selection is depend upon only the main examination and the interview. As a pharmacist, during the practical from the first year, you are very well aware about the Viva host or Viva. Even the college, Dr. D.Y. Patil College, offering you, you have to present your project through the seminar or through the webinar. This is a kind of achievement, or this is a kind of platform given by your college. I request through this platform, you utilize this platform and you become, or you will be the more conversant how to deal with interview. I comes my point. My point is that though the preliminary examination for this competitive examination is qualifying nature, but it is very essential. Syllabus is extensive as compared with the main, but main examination for both the way, for both the UPSC and MPSC, it is your totally knowledge based. An interview, they will going to check your attitude, they will going to check your aptitude, whether he will going to work as a government servant or after the 2 or 3 years, he will going to join for a private servant. Government don't want such type of the people. They want the people who deserve the service of the nation. That is one of the way government will going to check your all attitude through these examination patterns. Now, one thing, though it is a technical things, but I want to discuss and I want to share with these things. So how examination is become the totally different. Just I mentioned UPSC and MPSC, marks is the same. This is a 400 marks with qualifying marks. Now, after passing, if even you get the 390 plus marks, your mark will not going to consider. Your mark is only the best on the main and personality examination. In case of UPSC, you will have this examination is subjective. This examination will be subjective examination as like our graduation paper, you will going to write a length of marks, length of answer. But one thing is very well, during the main examination, though it is for UPSC, it is a subjective examination. It is subjective. You're going to have a length of answer through the writing. But in case of MPSC, this examination is objective. We can call it is a MCQ. That's one of the reason most people feel MPSC comparatively easy. But though it is a more challenging. Now, next thing is there, as compared with your pharmacy graduation, we have a limitation of what? We have a constraint about the time. This is in subjective question, you're going to write down, suppose you take the example, I will just take the example. What is the contribution of India's to the reduction or to reduce the level of a corona patient in India? You have to comment. Such type of the question will be in your main examination. And through this examination, through this question and answer writing, the UPSC and MPSC will going to check it whether he know about his society, whether he know about the scientific fact of the corona, everything, whether he know about the economy of our nation and people. Such type of thing will going to check by the society. Therefore, main examination, suppose you have marks, you have to 10 marks, only you have to be with the 150 word. This is some simple example. You have to answer this question, not lengthy as like university. You have to be answer. You should be very precise. Only 150 words. Even you go for more than 150 words, you will be the punished. See the difference between the graduation examination and this examination. And next, after this, we are entering with the interview examination. It is a 275 marks. Maybe you say it is only for the 100 marks examination. Total marks we going to, just I mentioned, 400 marks we're not going to calculate it. Now, total marks in this examination is the 2205. The technical thing is there, means your marks will go into calculate. The same thing with the MPSC also. And one thing is more clear here, during the pattern of examination, you go for the prelims and just read out this subject. history is there, geography is there, economics is there, environmental is there, your general science is there, but these are the content of syllabus within your 6 to 10 standard. Maybe it is CBSE board, or maybe it is a state board, or maybe it is other state board also. If it is a syllabus, it is in this range, so how preliminary examination out of 5 lakh students, only the 5,000 student is selected? The reason is that we're going to see the next slide. And next paper, we have 2 papers. This is first paper is known as a GK paper, or we can say just check your general knowledge. At the same time, this is a second paper. Maybe most of the students आपण 4थी आणि 7वीची स्कॉलरशिपची परीक्षा दिली, प्रज्ञाशक्तीची परीक्षा दिली, ज्यामध्ये बुद्धिमत्ता आहे, ज्यामध्ये गणित आहे, ज्यामध्ये कॉम्प्रिहेन्शन्स आहे. या टाइपचे जे काही क्वेश्चन्स येतात ते सीसॅट मध्ये येतात. दिस इज पेपर इज नोन एज सीसॅट पेपर. नाउ how it is a differ from the graduation pattern of type of MCQ exam. Now, my dear friend, that is most important. Yes, this examination, every question, if you answer it correctly, you will be rewarded, you will have the marks, but your answer is wrong, you will be the punishment with the negative marks. Now, this UPSC and MPSC want a transparent, more honorable person. They will going to check whether you say right or wrong things. If you say wrong thing, if you report the wrong thing, you're going to be punished. And punishment is in such a way, you will be recalled. You have to give the examination number of times. Therefore, make your mind. Whatever you're going to try to say in your life or while the preparation competitive examination, be stick to your accuracy. Means the requirement of this examination is not bluffing. You're not bluffing the board. You must be more accurate while acquiring the knowledge. And to get the knowledge, correct knowledge, it needs extensive study. It needs expansion of your views and origin. And next thing, though you are a knowledgeable person, you have to answer this question within 30 seconds. If you go for the paper of competitive examination, you have a number of a paragraph, and you're going to answer this question within a 10 seconds, within some question, even in 5 seconds. If you develop this attitude, competitive examination is for you. Again, I repeat, we have to take the care of this examination. We have a negative marking system. For negative marking system, you must be the more accurate. At the same time, you must be able to manage the people. If the webinar is on 1 o'clock, you try yourself. Yes, sir, we will be at 1 o'clock. Might be my motto or takeaway point from my lecture is that one. After the end of lecture, if 1% people feel, sir, tomorrow I will going to be very punctual. My GPAT classes and my whatever the classes is conducted by college, I feel I did my job perfectly. Now, again, I comes to my point. In negative marking system and accuracy, we have to be the understand here. Now, when we are entering to the main examination, it is a total your knowledge. It is your total knowledge. The person you are going to work in India, the person who will going to work in MPSC, actually he should be aware about our society, art, culture, history, economic, every aspect. UPSC board will going to check out. Therefore, MPSC, this examination is totally knowledgeable examination. There is no excuses. Try to be your knowledge, and as a pharmacist we are very well conversed as science students, as a technical students, how to study as compared with the BA and BCom, even BSc science students. I totally believe, I have full confidence in you. We as a scientific students, we know how to deserve, how to take more than 4 to 5 hours per day. That is a commitment we have. If this commitment is with you, why can't we use this commitment for preparation of this examination? This is my view, and this is my sincere request to everybody also. Now we are moving to, there are some people, मला वाटतं आज आपल्याला सर्वांना या कॅप्स आणि सर्वांना एक बंदुकीचं अट्रॅक्शन असतं की सर जर असा मी ड्रेस जर बनवला तर माझ्या आईवडिलांना मला खूप अभिमान वाटेल, माझ्या गावामध्ये माझं कौतुक होईल. आणि महाराष्ट्रामध्ये आणि भारतामध्ये अशी काही गावं आहेत की ज्यावेळेस अधिकारी झाल्यानंतर त्याची मिरवणूक काढली जाते. काही असं कुठलाही जबाब नाही, एखादा अमेरिकेत गेला म्हणून कोणाची मिरवणूक काढली असं आजपर्यंत मी कधी ऐकलं नाही. पण अधिकारी झाला आणि आपल्याकडे मिरवणूक काढली नाही असं कधी होत नाही. दिस इज सोसायटीज व्ह्यूज आणि वी हॅव टू बी अग्री विथ द सोसायटीज. त्यामुळे मला वाटतं की ज्याला वाटतं this is a PSI, STI examination is also conducted by MPSC, but the syllabus is totally different. Now, this is not a point, but here we have to understand this is examination even conducted by the MPSC weights. Now, just this is a graphic or I can mean statistical representation. Just I mentioned during the viva or during the interview for the competitive period, which quality is checked. During the interview period, though it is 100 marks, or in case of MPSC, in case of UPSC, the board will going to check your attitude. Board will going to check your aptitude. They will not going to check your knowledge. Therefore, viva or interview for competitive examination, maybe it is not only to prepare the interview at one moment or before the 24 hours, before the 1 month, to prepare for interview, to represent your profession. It is a continuous process. This process can be started within the first year, second year, third year, fourth year, even your job. Therefore, my request is that during the lectures, at the end of lecture, if you feel, yes, I will going to improve my personality, this is advantage or takeaway point from sir's lecture, I will be very thankful. Therefore, interview for this examination is not a question answer session. It is a total personality section. And whether you choose a competitive exam as a plan B or not a B, but it is essential for us for development of our professional careers also. Now, we are coming, sir. What should be the strategy? My dear friend, I am going to share the two sides. Just write down the two sides. At the end of this lecture, mpsc.government.in and another side is upsc.government.in. This is a two side. At the end of a lecture, in the evening, you go for this slide. You refer this slide. There are the soft copy, which is a freely downloaded. You read about the history syllabus. You read about the economic syllabus, and you understand. Sir, syllabus, yes, sir, it is in my range. I can cover the syllabus 2 or 3 times. This is the first strategy you can be do during the graduation period. During the graduation period, you can refill the syllabus. Just read out the syllabus, and this syllabus gives the idea which is your positive point. Which subject you have a strain, which subject is the need to the improvements. Therefore, first strategy or first नुस्खा आपके सामने मैं प्रस्तुत करना चाहता हूँ कि we must be aware about the syllabus. हा syllabus आपल्याला या ठिकाणी माहित असलाच पाहिजे. Next thing, you people know analysis of a question paper. If tomorrow you're going to have a medicinal chemistry paper, you're not going to study, or you're not going to refer the number of a reference book. You're going to first refer the question paper of a Pune University, because you're going to have a degree in Pune University. This question paper will guide you which portion you have to skip out. Whether you will go for the antibiotics SAR, whether you go for the antibiotics MOA, this question paper carrying the same things. Analysis of the previous question paper will guide you which question you should go. And this question paper, MPSC, UPSC, even PSI, BAN, is with you. And through this question paper, you understand what is the approach, whether the question will be analytical, whether the question is direct, MCQ based, or what type of the question, or what is the trend of this competitive examination, which is going to be the change. Now, next strategy, during the graduation, I just refer. We must have only 1 hour. If you think that my plan, yes, tomorrow I have a plan B for competitive examination, you should download this NCERT book. This book is also known as a CBSE book. Most of the students, they follow this book because they are authentic. They are very lucid. They are very precise book. Therefore, for competitive examination preparation, we can't follow blindly. We cannot refer each and every book. There is a strategy. And the so small strategy you can be refer, you can download this NCERT book. Then you have to refer. Per day you target yourself. Yes, this week I am going to have a 8th standard history book. You can be go. You have a notes of this book, and definitely there is no need to be a class or to be associated from your teachers. Next thing, in case of a MPSC, even EVAL 3, we can be download our books from the 6th standard to 12th standards also. Even 12th standards, integrations and functionalities in math, even the physics and chemistry, it is not a part of our syllabus. Therefore, 6th to the 10th standards books and their content will be in our examination. Maybe it is a pre-examination, a main examination, we need to be grouped, and at that main examination for interview, we need help of, maybe it is a cell, maybe it is your guide, maybe it is a class, but definitely we need some help. Now, what should be the, just most of the, nowadays this is a trend. Most of the question will be from the current knowledge, and it is my request, either you can be prefer Hindu newspaper, which is considered as a Bible for the current preparations or competitive examination, or some people can be prefer Indian Express. Now, paper reading is not for competitive examination. Paper reading is for your personal development also. Paper reading is to increase your attend also, or to improve your general knowledge also. Therefore, apart from the competitive examination, this is one habit you have to implement, to read a paper, to have a notes. At the same time, we must be proud of our Indian local language, that Marathi. जे विद्यार्थी मराठीमध्ये पेपर देणार आहेत त्यांना मराठी येणंच गरजेचं आहे. आयदर यू कॅन बी प्रिपेअर महाराष्ट्र टाइम्स और लोकसत्ता, यापैकी कुठलाही पेपर तुम्ही प्रिपेअर करू शकता. आय एम नॉट डुईंग द मार्केटिंग ऑफ दिस, बट इट इज माय ओन एक्सपिरियन्स. दिस पेपर आर लुसीड. They have some tendency towards unbiased direction. It develop or unbiased thing. It will not showing whether the candidate is from the particular region, whether the candidate is from the particular parties also. Therefore, you refer this one of the book. But main question is, sir, you said just you have to invest in 1 hour, but this 1 hour, which pages we should be invest? This is my request. Just directly enter into editorial pages. Don't go for any local news, state news. Editorial pages, not more than the 1 hour during the graduation. This is the next nuksa or next strategy to crack this nut in a very easy way. Now, we are coming at the end of the session. Just I mentioned, sir, this general knowledge syllabus will be useful in tackle the drug inspector post, narcotic post, or the pharmacist examination post. My answer is yes. But definitely, though this is only for pharmacy graduate post, your pharmacy knowledge, your whole subject from first year to fourth year will be how more weight. General knowledge, UPSC and MPSC, it has a lesser extent. But one thing is very understand, the person who got as a drug inspector and person who does not set for the drug inspector, the one subject make a clear difference or clear distinction. It is your general knowledge. We're going to see next slide, sir, which we have the opportunity. Drug inspector, as you are aware about, this post or this is a recruitment by UPSC boards also, or in case of state government, we have the MPSC also. One more board I mentioned, this is known as SSC board also. This is Staff Selection Commission also. In Staff Selection Commission, there is one post, and this post is known as an inspector in narcotic department. Everybody aware about what is the meaning of narcotics? Anybody can tell me the laws in pharmaceutical jurisprudence which is related to narcotics? You have to write down. This is my request. Yes. Yes, which is a law. I give the clue. It is 1985 law, and most of the students maybe have written the right, and this is the NDPS. Now, to handle the cannabis, handle the ganja, to handle the afim or opium, such type of the product, we need inspector and sub-inspector, and it is done by this post. Now, my main attention is towards the drug inspector post. Now, drug inspector post, so we must be the M.Pharm or post-graduation? No, my dear friends. We need a plain graduation. But technical requirement is that we must be those person who want to be the drug inspector. Drug inspector, he should be take this eligibility. He has to either work as 18 months in Schedule C. Schedule C, everybody aware about what is the meaning of a Schedule C. At the same time, all the person who are or who experience 18 months experience in testing of this way, he are eligible. त्यामुळे तुम्ही ग्रॅज्युएशन मध्ये स्वप्न पाहताय ड्रग इन्स्पेक्टर व्हायचं, आतापासून तुम्हाला जाणीव झाली पाहिजे की मला ज्या कंपनीमध्ये शेड्यूल सी चं ड्रगचं मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग केलं जातं त्या कंपनीमध्ये मला एक्सपिरियन्स पाहिजे. दिस थिंग तुम्हाला आता माहित पाहिजे, एक 4 वर्षानंतर नको आहे. हाच माझा एक लेक्चरचा मोटो आहे. जरी तुम्हाला ड्रग इन्स्पेक्टर जरी व्हायचं असेल तर तुम्हाला इलिजिबिलिटी या ठिकाणी माहित पाहिजे. नेक्स्ट प्रश्न येतो, सर व्हॉट शुड बी द सिलेबस? सर सिलेबस हा फार्मसीचा आहे की त्यामध्ये काय फरक आहे? यामध्ये आपल्या 2 पेपर्स असतील. मोस्टली हा फर्स्ट जो पेपर असेल इट इज ऑल आवर फार्मसी सब्जेक्ट असेल, आणि दुसरा जो काही 50 मार्काचा पेपर असणार आहे इट इज टोटली एमपीएससी आणि यूपीएससी सिलेबस असणार. After 200 marks, it will going to compete by the all pharmacy college in Maharashtra, all the pharmacy college in India, and mostly this paper is, if it is a tougher for everybody, it will going to tough for everybody. It is simple, it is going to simple for everybody. But pharmacy student, your difference to selection as a drug inspector and not to be selection as drug inspector is designed or is decided by your general knowledge. And that is one of the reasons even your MPSC and UPSC knowledge investment is going to help you to achieve your core job. The 15 marks, we cannot deny it is so simple. Again, maybe the pattern will go into different. C is the subject. This is a forensic pharmacy. We have the PP is there, pharmaceutical analysis is there, your subject and my subject, even the hospital and clinical pharmacy is there. But definitely, drug inspector is going to work in a regulatory affairs. We must be aware about the forensic pharmacy, and everybody respected Professor Kuchekar's books. I refer, you refer, and next future pharmacy is going to refer that book. Therefore, really, you can go for such type of the books. Now, main question is there. Next opportunity, just I mentioned about the drug inspector. I especially mentioned this ladies as an inspector. My dear friends, it is my real opinion to everybody. Such personality is only we are visible in TV series and the pictures and this way. But in real life, these people is really devoted people. Though they are be honored by their dress, honored by their guns and arms, but some narcotics as a inspector in narcotics and inspector in narcotics, this post we have to be very competitive in order to get this type of the post. We must be the very competitive in terms of the Indian views, in terms of the all scenarios there. One thing, this person or this inspector will going to check about the cultivation of cannabis. They will going to check about the opium. Though opium and cannabis is considered as a habitual thing, though they are considered as psychotropic substance, but as a pharmacist, we know there are some disease disorder where the substance play, this medicine play the major and crucial role. In order to check a manufacturing, in order to check the distribution of this narcotic substances, we need inspector. We need a sub-inspector, and sub-inspector will be recruited by one board, and its board is known as a SSC board. But one thing is very clear. SSC board is there, but it is not open for only pharmacy. It is open for everybody. Means pharmacist, you're going to compete with the engineering student. But this is SSC CSL examination. Most of the thing, there are the few pharmacy students, it is my own observation, they are very much comfortable or conversant with this subject. Math. Some people, they are very much subjective or like this subject, buddhimatta, or we can call it a logical reasoning. And definitely we must be, everybody must be the more good communication with the English also. Now, if you feel as a pharmacist student feel, yes, sir, I'm conversant with the math, the logical reasoning and the English, then you go for SSC CSL exam. At the same time, if you are comfortable with this subject, then one more thing is this one. This is a pharmacist job. See the payment of this pharmacist. And if you apply for pharmacist, today it is a competitive examination. And competitive examination is based on the content of a pharmacist syllabus, at the same time general knowledge syllabus. Therefore, we cannot skip out our MPSC and UPSC knowledge will be the best full when we are going to appear for this examination. And just mention banking and SSC syllabus examination. Those person has a liking for quantitative aptitude and English, they can go for it. Just find out your strength, whether you like a math and logical reasoning, then bank PO in bank, government bank will work as a professional officer or you're going to work as a, but you must have a liking or you must be prepared with the math, logical reasoning and English as a paper. Now, the main question is, sir, whatever you define the success, and today you are here, maybe the first year, second and fourth year, and here you feel there is a gap. Main question is, who will going to fill the gap? I have one answer. And everybody will going to know this answer, but nobody knows how to explore this answer. Who is the institution is there, is the class is there, is the person is there, who the person, which is the personality will going to fill this gap, me and my success, me and my career. Yes, my dear friend, I will going to share with that person. And even you're going to agree with me, yes, sir, it is that person, and the person is nothing but you are only the person. Now, to be prepared for competitive examination, we need a class. There are a number of examples. They study through the class, they studied without the class. I am not saying, though I am representative of UniCapital, I am not here to say, to take admission in my academy, to purchase for book. My main motto is to disclose the option to you. Yes, to understand MPSC, UPSC examination thoroughly, to understand its syllabus, to understand the exam pattern, we need minimum 1 year. Some people it may be 3 years, some people maybe 2 years. Now this 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year paper, this gap is definitely reduced by the class. I'm not saying only the unique academy, maybe there are a number of it. Therefore, class, yes, definitely for some people it is needed. And it must be in order, because you are going to appear after the graduation fully heartily. We don't want to waste our precious times also. Therefore, class is one of the way to bridge the gap. The most important thing, your inspiration, maybe at the end of lecture, maybe tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow, you will get inspired. Yes, sir, God, sir, deliver the very nice lecture. Even today, my mind have 0.01%. Tomorrow I will going to appear, or tomorrow I will have some conversation with the persons or class regarding this field. But my dear friends, this inspiration is from your side. And this inspiration, if you think, sir, yes, you'd share about your 3P. That P stands for the plan. Next P stands for your prepare. And last P stands for the perform. My dear friend, you are the people, you do analysis. You need persistency from your end, whether you design the target, whether you are on your way, in right way. Now, the Corona, yes, I am very thankful to Corona. It gave me the opportunity to represent myself, my goal and the mission to my pharmacist, because I am a pharmacist. I feel this Corona gives me opportunity, you and me people, to use the online platform. For competitive examination, already you are using Zoom, number of platform we are using. Therefore, don't consider Corona is a negative thing. Tomorrow, there will be everything will be fine. But Corona gives us opportunity. Therefore, consider the positive way. During the Corona period, we will beat the Corona with some digital platform. And I take this opportunity, little bit opportunity, though I'm not here marketing, but you can have a number of words. There's the phone numbers I mentioned. Even Tanaji sir and me, madam, or even Dr. Chitlangi sir, I share my mails and the ID. You have a word with me after the lectures. My team, my unit team is very dedicated team. They will guide you, not only for the commercial purpose. I feel you take the advantage of this opportunity. You just join the online class. So you'll understand. Maybe you will guide. You will be explore yourself. This is my small request. And definitely, at the end of the slides, again I guide you. Again I say, may you whatever you design, start now, either in first year or in second year. If you start now, set your goals, whether in a pharmacy or whether in competitive examination. Whatever your goal is there, be focused on your goal. If you are focused on your goal, do the self-evaluation. And through the self-evaluation, whether you are in right track or not. This is my way to tell all the people to be associated with this technique. This is SWOT analysis. It is helpful while preparation of a competitive examination or while deal with your, I can say, graduation examination. Find out your strength, whether you are strength with one subject. Most of the students, they are weak at one subject. In the same way, we have to find out for competition preparation. Maybe you are fulfilled with geography. Maybe you have fear about the history. Maybe some people have totally liking and disliking for economics also. You can be search out such of the threads, and combination of this one, you will going to find out the SWOT analysis. The SWOT analysis, it is for our improvement of our career. It is for our improvement of our nations also. Now, I'm really thankful, and as a students of this ex-students of a most precious college, Dr. D.Y. Patil, मला तुमच्या पुढे सादर होताना अतिशय मला आनंद झाला. आणि मला वाटतं ॲज अ स्टुडंट्स, ॲज अ स्टाफ मेंबर्स, आणि आज वेबिनार थ्रू मी तुमच्याशी इंटरॅक्शन केलं. This is one of the memorable event for me, and I am very thankful on the behalf of my academy, Unique Academy. College gives me such a permission, and special thanks to goes to management of Dr. D.Y. Patil Technical Institution. At the same time, I cannot end my session without a special thanks to Professor Chitlangi sir. He has given me such a opportunity, and my guides also, Professor Buge sir, and number of colleagues, I cannot recall their name, but yes, I feel it is my pride motions, and with the help of your all participating, your devotion to the listening this lecture, I believe you will take a number of things from more of it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Uh, Thank you for your precise time you spent today for discussion on these opportunities for pharmacy student in this area, and specifically which are the different competitive exams are there and what kind of careers they can develop. Sir, some questions are there from student placed in chat box. Can we go for these questions?
Yeah, if students are there, they can be asked me directly question. It will be the more interesting way. I request the students, they can ask me through, you are unmuted now. Yeah,
So,
go ahead.
so first I'll take question from chat box. So
Okay, no.
what are the competitive exams to be taken that is in armed forces? That Nikul Patel is asking that question.
Yeah, he rightly mentioned just armed forces. Right now, we have only recruitment for pharmacists. And just I mentioned, though their syllabus is somewhat little bit difference, but the pattern will be the same. It will be the MCQ. MCQ, most of the question will be from your pharma background, and definitely there will be some question from a general knowledge. And general knowledge section, you can be prepared from the competitive examination. Yes, just I mentioned, but we have very limited scope. Only in armed forces medical college, pharmacist will going to recruit as a pharmacist. But nowadays they are also opening avenues as a managers also, but only in their pharma fields also. Your question is definitely right and most welcome questions.
Sir, another question is from the Yashraj Mundada is one of the student. He is asking that is there really need of experience to become a drug inspector or to attend the exam of drug inspector?
Okay, already Yashraj, I share with you. Again, I repeat this thing. If you really want to the drug inspector, yes, definitely, we must have minimum 18-month experience in manufacturing and testing of the Schedule C drugs. Yes, we must need it. If you want to the drug inspector, along with your pharmacy, you can be go for your competitive examination also. Your question is worthy to answer from my end.
Okay, that another question is from one of the student that competitive exam preparation, how much of need of support of the class is required? So there are coaching classes for the competitive exams.
Yeah, very rightly mentions. Even I represent my academy, Unique Academy. It is I can't say you take admission in Unique Academy, just but I very freely and frankly guide my dear students. Class again, it is a subjective. You have to do your SWOT analysis. There are some subject which difficult to understand from your angles also. Means how to write the answer, which question you're going to skip out, and the class and their expert. We as Unique Academy, we have very expertise team in particular subject also. We have the team for history, we have a team for public administration. Maybe I feel maybe your time, this after the graduation, allocation of a time, preservation of a time is very precious. Class will going to reduce your time. They will going to guide you some extent to be the targeted approach. Definitely, you ask me the personally, I feel it is my opinion. Yes, student at least must be aware about the class and their way to deal with the class also.
Okay, so the student are also asking about the expenses or fees for the class.
Maybe I cannot disclose the fee. You have phone numbers. My phone numbers, my academic, my team is a very dedicated team. They will guide you through the webinars also. Might be you can be go for the phone numbers also.
Okay, another question is that what are the another government jobs related to the pharmacy?
Yes, already I share with the drug inspector is there. Then we have narcotics is there. We have the pharmacist is there. And again, it is a variable. Maybe the government may will going to have only job for pharmacy industry checking. But till now, we have only the three options. That is, a drug inspector is there. And if you see in the government, you can be go for the government college. But it is an academic related post. It is not administrative related post or not a regulatory post is there.
Thank you very much, sir. We are almost covered all the questions. There is one more question is there from student that it would be better to opt for M.Pharm studies after the B.Pharm or should go for the 18 months experience to increase the knowledge to become an inspector.
Very good, very good questions. This particular questions, this is directed to the particular students. My dear friend, just my whole 1 hour, I asked the same question to you. You do your analysis and you say you, yeah, just you imagine after the 4 years whether you will be happy in drug inspector post, whether you will be happy in a UPSC post, or whether you will be happy in a pharmacist post. If you say yes, sir, I will be want to be the drug inspector, or if I want to be the IS officer, deputy collector, then you should change your approach. Then you should be go for the hardest study. Again, competitive exam, UPSC, MPSC, their requirement is not young palm. They does not need a PhD student. Even you can be at the age, even the final year student can be happier. If you feel you deserve for the competitive exam or administrative job, you go for only the administrative service, or you can be stopped for B Farm, invest your 1 hour or 1 year, I can be say 1 year after the graduation, and definitely if you feel, yes, I am worthy, you can achieve your goal. This is my confidence from my aim.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, Patil Dinesh is asking another question. Is there specific syllabus for exam of railway pharmacist to become a railway pharmacist?
No, beta, no. You see, all the pharmacy examination, it is again, I think, classify into the two section. One part of MCQ, railway pharmacist, it is, yes, it is very recruited in the most northern state, but then if you go for the syllabus, it is a 3rd and 4th year syllabus. Even it is a basic diploma syllabus. But there is one section, it is very well, maybe 15 marks or 100 marks question is general knowledge question. Therefore, this competitive examination syllabus definitely will have an age, even though you are applying for the core government job from only pharmacy students.
Okay, sir. Sir, another question. Can we take 2 more questions?
Yeah, if a student can interact with, I will be very happy. Allow the students to interact with me.
Okay, I'll just go for that. Students,
Yeah, students.
Students, I'm doing change in setting. Now you can unmute yourself and you can talk directly. So
Yeah.
Question from Patil Deepak. So you can ask directly. Giri Aditya.
You go ahead, Deepak.
So what if we prepare during a master's, as I'm in final year now and I'm thinking of giving it, but not now, but like during my master's or after that. So is it a good option or no?
Patil, I think we lost. See, he may not be able to listen you, but your question was just answered by sir. He just discussed regarding the previous question of experience of 18-month or masters. Patil Deepak, am I audible to you? You got it?
Yes. Hello.
Sir.
Yes, my guide, even he, Deepak, feel Yum Farm. Yes, it is the best choice. He can go for Yum Farm's full devoted work. After the Yum Farm, during the job, he can have 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. He can be prepared for competitive examination. No problem, my dear. You can be go for this one.
Dear sir, it was a really interactive session. The students raised their queries and you really helped them to understand what should be done and what time period and what kind of opportunities are there after the graduation in pharmacy. And we need to be explore this section which is having a bright future. And I would just like to thank you for your valuable guidance in this regard. On behalf of Dr. D.Y. Patil Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences and Research, Management, Principal, respected Dr. Sohan Chitlangi sir, and all teaching faculty, on behalf of your guide, on behalf of all your juniors, and on behalf of the participants present for today's session, I would like to give big thank to you for your valuable time, and hope we will be having the same kind of association in future.
Thank you very much. Even on the behalf of Unique Academy, I am very thankful to Dr. D.Y. Patil Technical Society and Professor and Dr. Chitlangi sir to give me opportunity to interact with your precious college, more talented students. It is the happiest moment with my college. Again, I say very thankful. It is nice to